Few moments are as pivotal and heartbreaking as the unveiling of his true identity to the world. This seismic event, a cornerstone of the Brand New Day storyline, shook the foundations of Peter Parker's life, forcing him to confront not only the consequences of his dual existence, but also the very essence of what it means to be Spider-Man. This is the story of how Peter Parker unmasked himself and the profound impact it had on his life. But before we dive into this emotional roller coaster, let's take a moment to appreciate your presence here. If you're a fan of Spider-Man or simply enjoy delving into the complexities of these iconic characters, we invite you to show your support by liking this video. Your support motivates us to continue delivering quality content. So thank you for being an integral part of our community. Now let's embark on this captivating journey through the world of Spider-Man. The decision to unmask was not a spontaneous act, but a carefully considered one born out of dire necessity. Peter's life had always been a delicate balancing act between his normal existence as a student and photographer at the Daily Bugle and his extraordinary adventures as Spider-Man. But as time went on, the demands of both realms began to encroach upon each other, threatening to consume him entirely. The catalyst for this crisis was the emergence of the new Hobgoblin, who embarked on a sinister campaign to expose Spider-Man's secret identity. With Hobgoblin's threats looming large, Peter found himself in a precarious position. The walls between his two lives were crumbling, and he was desperate to protect those closest to him from the imminent danger. It was then that he made the agonizing choice to reveal his identity to the world, hoping to thwart Hobgoblin's plans and safeguard his loved ones. However, what Peter didn't anticipate was the profound effect this revelation would have on his own life. Once the world knew he was Spider-Man, Peter Parker became a global sensation. Every news outlet was clamoring for an interview with him, and every face he passed on the street was eager to catch a glimpse of the masked crusader come to life. For a moment, it seemed like his problems were solved. Hobgoblin's reign of terror came to an abrupt halt, and Aunt May even found herself basking in the reflected glory, becoming a local celebrity in her own right. Yet beneath this surface-level victory, a storm was brewing. As the initial shock of Peter's revelation wore off, a new set of challenges emerged. People began to question why Peter had kept his double life a secret for so long. Some saw him as a hero who had lived among them all this time, while others criticized him for what they perceived as his deception. The weight of these judgments pressed heavily on Peter, causing him to retreat further into himself. Amidst this turmoil, a ray of hope appeared in the form of Mary Jane Watson. Realizing the emotional toll this ordeal had taken on Peter, she reached out to him, offering comfort and understanding. She reminded him that his decision to unmask had been driven by love for his friends and family, a noble sentiment that should not be overshadowed by the negativity of others. Her words served as a balm to Peter's wounded spirit, helping him to regain some of his lost confidence. As days turned into weeks, Peter slowly began to navigate the complexities of his unmasked existence. He grappled with the loss of his anonymity, the constant public scrutiny, and the adjustments he had to make to his daily life. It was during this period of readjustment that the true depth of Peter's character shone through. Despite the challenges, he continued to don the mask, proving that his commitment to being Spider-Man transcended even the most personal of sacrifices. The unmasking also had a profound impact on Peter's relationship with Uncle Ben. In a heartwarming turn of events, Uncle Ben, who had always been supportive of Peter's heroic endeavors, found himself thrust into the public eye. People looked up to him as the uncle of Spider-Man, and he responded with grace and humility. This newfound attention brought them closer together, creating a strong bond built on shared experiences and mutual respect. However, not everyone was as accepting. The Daily Bugle's editor-in-chief, J. Jonah Jameson, continued to be a thorn in Peter's side, refusing to believe that Spider-Man was his employee. Jameson's skepticism added another layer of complexity to Peter's life, forcing him to walk the tightrope between his responsibilities as a photographer and his duties as a superhero. As Peter adjusted to his unmasked reality, he also had to contend with the fallout from Hobgoblin's exposure. The villain, once thought to be defeated, resurfaced with a vengeance, targeting those close to Peter as a way of getting back at him. Faced with this new threat, Peter's resolve only grew stronger. He realized that being Spider-Man wasn't just about having superpowers. It was about using them to protect the innocent and stand up for what was right. With renewed determination, Peter confronted Hobgoblin, determined to put an end to the villain's reign of terror once and for all. The ensuing battle was one of the most intense Peter had ever faced. Hobgoblin, driven by his own personal demons and fueled by a desire for revenge, proved to be a formidable opponent. But Peter, drawing on the strength he had gained from his friends, family, and the people of New York, triumphed over the villain. In the aftermath of the battle, Peter Parker, both as Spider-Man and Peter, emerged as a true hero. He had faced down his fears, overcome adversity, and emerged stronger on the other side. His journey was a testament to the power of the human spirit and the importance of embracing one's true identity. The climax of the Brand New Day storyline marked a significant turning point in Spider-Man's life. After defeating Hobgoblin, Peter decided to take a break from being Spider-Man and leave New York City with MJ and Aunt May. This decision allowed him to process the events of the past year and reflect on what truly mattered to him. It was a chance for him to recharge and return to Spidey Heaven, where he could continue his heroic journey with a renewed sense of purpose. During this time away from the city, Peter was mentored by Captain America, who guided him on a spiritual journey that helped him reconnect with his inner self. Meanwhile, back in New York, MJ found solace and support in the form of a new friend, none other than J. Jonah Jameson's daughter, who had grown to admire MJ's strength and resilience. These newfound friendships added depth to the story, showcasing how the events of Brand New Day had impacted not only Peter, but those around him as well. As Peter's journey of self-discovery continued, he began to understand the true meaning of being Spider-Man. It wasn't just about having great power or being famous. It was about using his abilities to help others and making a positive impact on the world. This realization gave him a sense of clarity and purpose, preparing him for the challenges that lay ahead. Upon returning to New York, Peter re-emerged as Spider-Man, ready to take on new adventures with a fresh perspective. He continued to balance his superhero life with his personal life, proving that he had learned from the experiences of the past year and emerged even stronger. The Brand New Day storyline marked a significant chapter in Spider-Man's life, dealing with themes of identity, responsibility, and the true meaning of heroism. Peter Parker's journey during this time was nothing short of extraordinary. From unmasking himself to the world to confronting Hobgoblin and finding new mentorships, he faced numerous challenges that tested his limits. Through it all, he remained steadfast, proving that he was more than just a superhero. He was a symbol of hope and resilience. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with more thrilling stories, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps us motivated to bring you the most captivating content. Don't forget to like this video for more exciting content. And if you've already watched it, go ahead and check out our other videos, which celebrate the legacies of iconic superheroes. Thank you for being a part of our community, and until next time, stay in the loop and keep watching.